Welcome back to Cavuto Coast to Coast. I'm Adam Shapiro with the latest on Martin Shkreli and the fireworks in Washington, D.C. as he appeared before a congressional committee investigating price gouging in the pharmaceutical industry. As promised, Mr. Shkreli invoked his right to plead the Fifth.
On the advice of counsel, I invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. On the advice of counsel, I invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination and respectfully decline to answer your question. I invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. I intend to follow the advice of my counsel, not yours. I intend to use the advice of my counsel, not yours.
The one question Mr. Shkreli did answer was how to pronounce his name. Shkreli, he confirmed, is the correct pronunciation. Throughout the hearing, some observers said Mr. Shkreli appeared to be smirking or disrespectful towards Congress. Even Elijah Cummings, the congressman on the committee, said at one point, "I know you're smiling, but I'm serious. The way I see it, you can go down in history as the poster boy for greedy drug company executives or change the system." Here's more from Elijah Cummings.
It's not funny, Mr. Shkreli. People are dying, and they're getting sicker and sicker. Based on the documents obtained by the committee, we know exactly what these companies will say as part of their public relations strategy.
Trey Gowdy, the Republican congressman from South Carolina, even tried to probe and get Mr. Shkreli to answer questions to no avail.
You gave an interview to a television station in New York where, if I understood you correctly, you couldn't wait to come educate the members of Congress on drug pricing. He didn't have to be prodded to talk during that interview. He doesn't have to be prodded to tweet a whole lot or to show us his life on that little webcam he's got.
That television station was the Fox Business Network, which had the last exclusive interview with Martin Shkreli before his lawyer Ben Brofman told him to stop talking publicly. Mr. Shkreli continues to talk publicly. He tweeted after the hearing a couple of controversial tweets, which people say is disrespectful towards members of the committee. The first tweet that went out this morning after the hearing was, "I had prior counsel produce it's hard for me to accept that these imbeciles represent the people in our government." Another tweet went out saying, "I had prior counsel produce a memo on facial expressions during congressional testimony if anyone wants to see it." It's interesting precedents. And then after all of this, Mr. Brofman, his attorney, finally making a statement about those smirks and smiles.
Mr. Shkreli did not intend to show any disrespect for any members of the committee, listened intently. Some of what you saw was nervous energy.
Nervous energy, Neil. One thing you should know about Mr. Shkreli, he has 50,000 plus followers on Twitter, and they are now selling T-shirts that say, "Free Martin." Back to you.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Adam Shapiro, you might have noticed